Hello class, Mr. Yun here. We're right here in the middle of our Religions of the World unit, and today we're talking about Hinduism. So in my studies of world religions, I found Hindu to be the most colorful. Not only is the art physically colorful, but you'll learn that Hindu has no hard date of basically an origin or founder. It's sort of a mix of many philosophies over time. As such, the religion of Hindu is somewhat fluid. I hope you enjoy today's lesson on the third largest religion in the world. So Hindu is a mixture of beliefs. One might say it was born from the faith of an ancient people living within India called the Aryans, they migrated into India from around the Black Sea, and they mixed with the civilizations that had already been living there. This would create what we think of as Hindu. I've got some pretty sweet graphics here that tell us all about Hindu. It's like Hindu in a nutshell. For example, 15% of the world's population is Hindu. Hinduism developed over the past 3,500 years and is a mix of many other beliefs and religions. It's considered a world religion, but is very different from most world religions, in the world. Some facts: Hinduism has no single founder, but many great religious thinkers, so it's always in flux. It has many gods and goddesses, so it's polytheistic, but they also believe in this one universal power called Brahman. This force lives in everyone and connects everything. Some major tenets of Hinduism would be their religious books there, the Upanishads. That's their religious texts. A major belief of Hindu is reincarnation. So this is a belief that when you die, your soul is reborn in a new creature. And we'll talk about it more in the future, but if you've done your duty, your dharma, which is right here, it's called the dharma. If you do what you're supposed to do in life, you die, you'll be reborn as basically a person of a higher social class, which we'll talk about a lot when we learn about ancient India and how the religion really molds with the culture. And if you're bad, you don't do your duty, your dharma, then you could come back as like an animal. So like if you're a super bad person, maybe you come back as like a beetle or something. So reincarnation is a big part of Hindu. And I did briefly mention that the Hindus believe that their purpose is to be reunited with Brahman after many life cycles. In order to do this, you must live by your dharma, your duty, and practice non-violence. Non-violence is another big part of that. So you are hoping to be reincarnated and keep sort of climbing this social ladder until you become one with Brahman. They have a lot of gods and goddesses. We don't talk about a lot about them in particular, but you've got Brahma the creator, Vishnu the preserver, and you usually see a lot of Shiva the destroyer. There's a little bit here on yoga, but we won't get into that too much. Now, there's a few things about Hindu that the graphics don't explain. We did elaborate on reincarnation and the higher status. Nonviolent religion, covered it. Hindus consist of 15% of the world's population and is located mostly in India, but it is fairly prevalent in other parts of the world such as Bali and Vietnam. You can see the breakdown here on this world map. You can see what percentages of the populations practice Hindu. You got some Hindu in Australia, tiny bit in South America, a little bit here in the States. South America, there you go, a little bit, and in the islands there, but you see mostly India is glowing like a glow stick. That's where most of the Hindu is. You can learn more about Hindu specifically in your textbook, Chapter 9, Lesson 2, or you can check out this video with Hip Hughes, who's been sort of our video guide to all of our world religions throughout the chapter. That's it for now. Very next page, you have just a quiz, simple quiz. 10 points, 2 attempts if you need them. Nothing crazy on there. That's all for now. Tomorrow, we'll get into Buddhism, which is another fun one. And that will round out our religions of the world. Religions of the World unit. Have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions.